Nathan. Welcome to the channel. This is Rather Be Bored Gaming. I'm so excited to bring this. I have been wanting to play this for a while. I've had this set up on the table basically like this for about a week, and I just could not get over whatever I had, and then I got really hoarse, and so we're going to give this a try now. Some of these cards, what I'm going to do is, I don't want to cover up the names, so I think I may put the green ones here, put the purple ones there. It's still close enough. And then these, I'll just cover up the outer worlds. I know you won't be able to see all the names, but that's okay. This way I don't have to do quite as much editing. Hopefully it'll make it a little bit easier on me. And I have not played this in quite a while, so I have a little spreadsheet open. I'll go over that in a minute. So we're not going to face Cthulhu because I know he is just ridiculous. And seems like there is a card in here somewhere that says you encountering Cthulhu. If I get to it, we'll just cycle it through the deck. We're not dealing with that today. I have not played in so long. I have no idea what I'm doing. So we will mix these sight unseen, and I will just take a die. I'm using some of these smaller dice in this old dice tray. 2. So 1, 2. We will look at that in just a moment, and we are going to do the same with the characters. Now here's I have a couple spreadsheets open, so I'm just going to randomly. You can probably, those of you who know, you can look at the backs of these and know who the characters are. But I haven't played this in a couple years, and I haven't played it that many times in total. So if I get a character and their biggest weakness is closing gates, then the next character I draw, if they're the same, their biggest weakness is closing gates, then we'll redraw. We'll just keep drawing until we get a somewhat balanced team. I'm only going to play with 2 characters. I think this is probably best with 4, but with me trying to record this and do this, that might be a little bit too much for me on my first try. So we're going to stick with 2. Since this is just the base game, it is a little bit easier to win. We're going to play with just the 2 characters. That should make it a little more difficult, but also a little more manageable for me editing-wise. So I'm now going to, without looking, just cut the deck and then roll a die. Let's just cut it right there. This will be number 1. And we're going to go to number 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll get Sister Mary. All right. Let me take a look at that. Okay, so we have Sister Mary. I have her standee. She gets Blessing. Her random skill was Speed. She has her Cross, her Holy Water, and her 2 spells are Flesh Ward and Shriveling. So this will prevent, if successful, can prevent all stamina loss from one source. And this will give you a +6 to combat checks until the end of combat. Some lists have her as one of the best, like, easy to learn, friendly support characters, and then others have her as one of the worst in the game. So whatever the next one is, we want it to be a good, strong character, especially when it comes to... She has high sanity, but she's not considered a great spellcaster or a explorer to seal gates. So we'll give this 1 cut. We will roll the die. And we get a 6. All right. So what I will do is I'll go to number 6. I'll flip it over. I'm going to take a quick peek, and if it's a bad matchup combo for her, then we'll just bottom it and do the next one, and we'll go until we get a good result. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ashcan Pete. Now I think he's supposed to be a pretty good all around. He has a lot more health. Good fight, not good. So he's not good with spells. He's a better fighter. He can sneak pretty good. Just you'd have no speed then, but okay. So let me double check on that. I'll just set him there. but we may go with Ashcan Pete and Sister Mary. Okay, I think I'm going to try to go with Ashcan Pete. He starts with $1, 3 clues, an ally, Duke, his dog. Then he gets 1 common item, 1 unique item, and 1 skill. Well, let's go ahead and just draw a skill. Gets marksman, any phase, exhaust to reroll a combat check. Hey, that's not bad. Then he gets a common and a unique. And when he does common, unique, or spells, he can look at the bottom of the deck and choose to take that or one from the top. So let's go here. Bullwhip, +1 to combat checks, and you can exhaust to reroll a combat check. Well, he can do that now, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to take this, and he gets 45 automatic, +4 to combat checks. Nice. Alright, so it looks like he's well on his way to fighting physical monsters anyway. And then, let's see, the unique items. Gate box. When you return to Arkham from Otherworld, you can return to any location with an open gate, not just the one leading to... Ooh, I might take that in case we get a nasty monster on the board that matches a gate. We can just go seal that other gate. Nice. Okay. And that's just passive. You don't have to hold it. So he has 1 item in his hand. He has 1 hand icon. I don't know how much I'm going to bother focusing in, but you can see right there there's a hand icon. That's a one-handed weapon. So let's have her start off with shriveling and the cross. Now I read somewhere that the cross does not have to be held or equipped, but that is not what this says here. So I don't understand that. So anyway, there we go. Alright, so now I'm going to put them in their starting locations, get some sliders set up for them, figure out how I want to that, and get their sanity and stamina tokens. Okay, I've got a basic setup. I want them at least to be able to move to get to some clues if they want, but I may adjust those, ignoring their focus the first turn. Let's see who our ancient one is this game. Is Yogg Shatoth. Alright, so it's Yogg. His worshippers have powerful magical abilities. Cultists have magical immunity and a combat rating of -1. Okay, so the cultist should be easy for Ashcan Pete to take out then. If we can get him, that 45 is not bad, but got a -5 on checks. Ouch. While Yogg stirs in the bottom slumber, the difficulty to close or seal a gate is increased by 1. Ow. In addition, any investigator lost in time or space is devoured. Well, she cannot be lost in time or space. So that works for us. I'm going to play that if Ashcan ends up getting devoured before the old one awakens, then I may, depending on, we'll see how the game is going, but I may just give myself the ability to bring in a new character from the beginning. We'll see. Start a battle. Any investigator with no gate trophies is devoured. Oh, good grief. Alright. So if it looks like he's going to awaken, they both need to hold on to a gate. Let's not let it get to that point. Magical immunity attack. Each investigator must pass a will +1 check or lose 1 gate trophy. Ow. An investigator with no gate trophies left is devoured. Checks modifier increases by 1 each turn. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So we do not want... It doesn't look like there's any special rules for the beginning of the game. Now, this is one thing I was concerned about. I have all my monster tokens in here, and we're not playing with Narlothotep, and I think there might be some masked monsters in here. So if we draw them, we'll just set them aside for the rest of the game and not use them because they are not used. But that is no worry. So I think what I'm going to do is, let's see. Let's draw Mythos card. And it is a headline. It's not a rumor, so we should be able to use this one. We're mainly going to use it for the setup. Oh, that would have been nice to get. Oh man, that's a shame. Anyway, so I'm going to use this to finish setting up the game, double check on these starting stats, and then I think we'll be ready to give this a try. Hopefully I won't mess up too bad. I know I've got the basics down, but some of the smaller terminology I might mess up and therefore mess up some die rolls, but we'll see how it goes. I think I've got this ready. I've got a little stand here. This will make it a little harder for you, but it will make it easier for me to just quickly see where the gates are and what is open. So portal appears, clue is gone, but a clue does appear at the black cave. So where's the black cave? It's right there. 1, 2, 3. So I want him to have a movement of at least 3. Yep. And I think I've got hers correct. She's got +1, so I think that's okay. So now we draw a gate token. Alright, so this is the Great Hall of Solanio. So this is not bad because for a first gate, this one has a -1. That'll make it a -2. That's not too bad. Could have been worse, but it's not great. Let's put this there. And then we draw a monster. See what we get. And I think we'll be ready to play. Oh, great. A flying monster right off the bat. We get a flying polyp. +0. Ooh. 4 stamina with a -2 check and 4 sanity loss and 3 stamina loss with a -2. Man, this guy's it's nightmarish, overwhelming, physical resistance. Ouch. This and it's flying. So that is that's not the worst starting first turn, but it is not good by any means. Alright, I think I am ready. I can put this here. I think I'm ready to get started. We're going to let Sister Mary start. She'll probably just be the first player every time, unless something comes up and I want to change them. I'll just leave her as the starting player, because there are some events that'll say the starting player, this happens, whatever. So, we're going to let her move. She has up to 3 movement, but I think I'm just going to go here because a chance to get some more skills. Go ahead and pick up this clue. She's going to end her movement there. Ashcan, 1, 2, 3. Move to the black cave because he now has 5 clues and he is close to this gate. Don't like that monster though. And he'll have a chance to maybe get another weapon or a magic spell. Now I should mention that she does have an upkeep, but on the first turn that you acquire something like a blessing or anything like that, you do not roll for upkeep, and this is the first turn of the game. So if that's wrong, so be it. I'm not rolling for that. Alright, so let's start with Sister Mary, and she is here in the Historical Society. I'm not going to do this every time, but we draw the card for that region, Historical Society, and it is not focusing. What is going on? Pass a luck -1 with 2 successes check to gain insight and a skill while studying the old volumes of books. It doesn't say you're delayed, but it says that you draw 1 skill, but then you stay here next turn. So that sounds like you're delayed. It doesn't actually say delayed. So anyway, all right, let's see what that is all about. Now, like I said, I haven't played this in a while, and I haven't played it enough to know which locations, what cards might come up, and what you need. So, for instance, this is luck, and her luck is only a 3. You know, if I could have had it on a 6, that would have been amazing. So, -1. What that means is luck -1 would be 2. So we get 2 dice, and the 2 in the brackets beside that, which is hard to focus right there, but that means 2 successes. Now she is blessed, so she only needs 4s or higher. So nope, we did not get the 2 successes. She did not succeed. Nothing bad happens. We're just going to put this at the bottom of the deck. Now, supposedly, you're supposed to shuffle these every time, so you could end up drawing the same one over and over. I'm just going to stick them on the bottom like that. You know, it is what it is. If it's wrong, so be it, but that's the way I'm going to do it. Let's go to Ashcan, and let's see what his first encounter is at the Black Cave. The moaning winds in the cave whisper your name, lose 1 sanity. Well, that was useless, uneventful, and not good at all. So he's going to lose 1 sanity. He doesn't have a lot to begin with. There we go. So now we're done with Arkham. Next would be the Other World, and now it's the Mythos. So let's draw a Mythos card and see what we get. Oh, I'm sorry. It's an Other World picture. That's why it's for the Other World. Okay, headline, Blue Flu. Let me see if I can get this to focus a little bit. I'll just use my hand here. All investigators in jail are released. No investigators may be arrested until the end of next turn. Leave this card in play until then to indicate this. A clue appears at the woods. Then we have another gate. So we got to do the gate first. Then then move monsters that are on the board, and then we'll draw a new monster. And then we'll do the clue. So let's see what we get. The Unnameable. All right. Well, let's just get one of these. Let's just get one of these tall white ones here. The Unnameable. Where is that? See, I haven't played enough. I really don't know all the locations. Here we go. So we lose that clue, but a clue is going to appear at the woods. And that is right there. Let's see what gate we get. The City of the Great Race, and that is a +0 modifier. So that's a little bit easier. And that is a triangle. This is not a triangle monster. It's not going to die with that, but it is a hexagon. So this will fly up. There's no heroes in the streets, so it will go to the sky. And I have to remember that that monster is there. I need to keep a running total. So I may just get one of these die and do that. Let's see, we put the clue at the woods, we move the monsters. Now we're going to draw a new monster out of our monster bag. And let's see what we get. Chthonian. Yeah, they're nasty. Oh, they're nasty. They're a little bit easier to sneak past, I believe, but instead of moving, roll a die. And on a 4 or 6, an investigator in Arkham loses 1 stamina. That is, so anytime a triangle comes up on movement, yeah, that's not good. That is not good at all. So I think I'm going to take one of these, or 2 of these larger die. These are the actual dice that came with the game. And I will set them off. Let's see. I think what I will do is I will just put it right here in the outskirts for now. And I've got an extra one over here for when it goes over 6, if it does, which I know it will. So, okay. That is the end of the Mythos phase. I don't see anyone getting arrested, but we'll leave that there for now. Now they have a focus of 1, so we can adjust these markers 1 if we want. Let me see. He wants to get to a gate. This monster's not there now, so 1, 2, 3. He can get there no problem. He has the tokens to seal the gate if at all possible. That would be great. So I think we'll leave that there. His fight and his will's not great. He's got +4 to combat, which is based off. He can re-roll. So yeah. His luck and lore is both low. So let's just move his no, we're going to leave it there because as he goes through, I may lower his speed in case he needs sneak, I don't know, or definitely put his fight up for when he comes out of the gate. So let's do that. Let's see about Sister Mary. Here's 2 clues not far away. She can get there easily. And it seems like I remember reading that a lot of these encounters do involve luck, and she just failed that 1 luck. She's got some lore here, and she's got her blessing. Maybe we move this one? I don't know. So, upkeep phase. Now, we get to the blessing. Oops. It says you can you succeed on 4, 5s, and 6s instead of just 5 and 6s, but you have to roll each turn to see if you keep your blessing. And if you roll a 1, you lose it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 1, because the chances of it rolling a 1 again should be low. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's what I get for speaking. So she lost her blessing at the beginning of the game, and that is why she is rated as one of the weakest characters. If she could keep that, if she was guaranteed to keep that for several turns, that would be much better. But is what it is. I'm going to try to play as honestly as I can, because I'm already changing some of the things with the way the cards and stuff are. All right, now she gets to move. She will move here and pick up these clues. And 1, 2, 3. All right. Now, movement phase is over. So we go to the Arkham encounters. Her encounter is in the woods. That's the red deck. All right. That is the middle of the card there. You find a sleeping Sheldon Gang member near the steel. Make a sneak -2 check. Try to swipe the shotgun he has dropped on the ground. If you pass and if you fail. So we're not going to read all that. We're going to just stop there and do the sneak -2 check. That is probably not good for her. Sneak -2 is 3 -2 is 1. Now if it ever goes to 0 or lower, even if it goes to -5, well, it's a failure. But even if it goes to -5, you can spend 1 clue token to roll 1 die. But let's see, do I have anything to help? No, I don't have anything to help us. That I should have moved that because I only needed to move. Oh well. 6. Look at that. Loses her blessing, and then she starts rolling well. If you pass, take a shotgun from the common item deck, if there is one. Okay, so I'm not going to... I think the move to the street only applies if you're caught. I don't think that goes with passing, which is... I'm glad she passed, because if she's in the street, that flying monster could have swooped down. So, let's... I'll set this here. Shotgun, I believe, is a common item. Yep, common item. So I'm just going to do this. Look for the shotgun. There it is. +4 to combat checks. When using the shotgun, all 6s count as 2 successes instead of 1. That's pretty cool. That's another two-handed weapon for her, though. Maybe she'll give that to Pete. Don't know. We'll call that resolved. Now we go to him. Now, since there is an open gate, his Arkham encounter is simply to move to the Great Hall, which is right here. So he is in the first area of that. That is his Arkham encounter. Now we go to the other world encounters. She won't have one, but he will. So we draw from the other world deck. This is green and blue. So we're going to draw a card until we see green or blue. Nope. I'll just put that on top. Green. And let's see what it says. So we're looking for the Great Hall. This is the Plateau, Solanio, and other. So, wedged beneath a fallen stone is a scroll. Draw one spell. Well, that's... okay. Not that he needs... that's another Flesh Ward. There we go. And that is that. And now we move to the Mythos again. So let's draw a Mythos. That is the end of this turn. This Mythos card will go away. And let's see what we get. Sunny and clear environmental weather. Sneak checks in Arkham get a penalty, but will checks get a bonus. It's bright and sunny, so you're not as scared, but the monsters can see you easier. That's basically what that's saying. If the hunter in darkness is in play, nope, return to the cup. If the hunter in darkness enters play, return to the cup, okay? And draw a different monster. So that's important, because that will come in, because we're fixing to draw a monster right now. So, Hibbs Roadhouse and then the Black Cave. Oh, we just cleared that of its clues, so that's a good thing. Alright. Oh, I'd say the Black Cave needs a black stand. And let's get a... oh, that's a -2. Good grief, that's Yuggoth. That's a circle. Okay. Let's see, plus and Crescent Moon, those are not out, so we don't have to worry about that. There's no clues that disappear, but there is one that appears at Hibbs Roadhouse, which is there. And I'm going to leave this here in case I draw the Hunter in Dark. Oh, plus it's sunny. It's an environmental, so it stays. It's weather. It stays in effect until another weather comes up. I do believe. I'll double check on that here in just a moment. I'll pause and double check, but I believe weather environments stay in effect until another environment comes up. Let's see what we get. I tried to draw from the bottom of the bag, and I got a Night Gaunt. When you fail a combat check against a Night Gaunt, you are drawn through the nearest open gate. If two or more gates are the same distance, you choose. The sneak modifier is bad. It's flying, but it looks like a pretty weak monster overall. So that's not too bad. So it goes there. That is not the darkness. Hunter in Darkness. Okay. So I'm going to pause there, take a quick break, and I'll double check on the weather effect. So I double checked, and this card, I got it on a stand just so I can remember. Might be hard for the camera to see, but we'll just leave it here if it'll stay somewhat out of the way. So that will stay there possibly to the end of the game until another environment card comes up or something says to remove any environment effects, whatever. Increase my monster count to 3, and I think I'm ready for my next turn, so I just need to see. Let's get his fight all the way up. He can come out of any gate, but I really think I need to just try and get, let's just go ahead and get that gate sealed if possible. Should be okay. We'll stick with that. Her, let's see, where is she? Are there any clues nearby? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I guess you could go to the science building. She has no trophies. She has 3 clues, 3 speed. We'll just leave her there. Okay. So, oh, she doesn't have to roll for upkeep, so we're done with upkeep. So let's go to movement. 1, 2, 3. She's ending her turn on top of a clue, so she'll grab that. His movement is simply that. Now we go to Arkham encounters. So, science building. Let's see what we get. Oh, it's a big one. Let me see if I can do this. You find a student pounding on a strange device that he has hooked up to a massive machinery. He states that it's a dimensional beam machine. If you offer to help him, make a lore check -2. Lore -2. That would be 3 -2 would be 1. Does she have anything to help with lore? Doesn't seem so. I don't want to. Let's just do this. If you offer to help, you know what? Why not? I mean, that's the whole point of the game, right? Is to take risks and experience the story while trying to stop the evil ones from waking. And I forgot something. I am so sorry. We have 3 gates open, so we should have 3 tokens on Yogg. I'm so sorry, I forgot about that. Need a 5 or a 6. No. Figured we wouldn't, but why not? Right? Everything's going pretty bad right now anyway, so why not? Let's just see what happens. If you pass, no. However, you may not take a... Oh, you get a chance to shut a gate. Okay. If you fail, the machinery overheats and explodes, roll a die, and lose that much stamina. Then move to St. Mary's Hospital. Roll a die and lose stamina. Oops, I lost my... Well, I'm just losing everything. Roll a die and lose stamina. Boom. She would normally be dead, so let's see what happens. Well, poor Sister Mary will be sent to St. Mary's. She lost all of her stamina. So normally she would be... Oops, that's the wrong deck. She would be knocked out and get 1 stamina back. So we'll just move these over here. Now you must lose half of your clues, rounded down, and half of your items, rounded down. She has 5. Because I'm assuming that it means spells and all that. So, since he has another flesh ward, let's get rid of that. I don't see her getting into any combat at the moment, and it looks like this would probably be better. And this is a one-time use, so let's get rid of that. That way she has this that she can give to Pete if she chooses. Alright. So that's unfortunate, but we will just do that. Now she only has 1 stamina. That was the end of her Mythos phase. He does not have a Mythos phase, but he does have an other world phase, and we are looking for blue or green once again. Here we go. So you can see this is the City of the Great Race, the Plateau, and then other. You're beginning to understand the strange creatures here. Gain 1 clue token. It's not wanting to focus. I'm going to have to start doing it manually, or just skip this part. I thought about stopping recording and taking snapshots, but I don't want to do that every time. It makes editing much harder because I'm just using an old webcam and I haven't found a way to tell it to take a photo in the middle of recording. So, gain a clue token. His otherworld encounters have just been amazing, effortless. So now he has plenty of clues. Alright, I think that is all for that. I really don't know what I want here. Uh-oh. We're going to have a monster surge. So, here we have the unnameable. If it will focus. There we go. The unnameable. It did for a second. Yeah, I'm going to have to manually focus. Since there is already a gate at the unnameable, we have a monster surge. So, 1, 2, 3, or 2 players. Which one's larger? Gates. So we will draw 3 monsters. Since this was the card drawn, I will make this the first monster. And then we'll just go 1, 2, 3. Which is unfortunate. That means there's going to be a monster right there at the gate he's coming out of. Which doesn't matter the first turn, but still. So we get a dole. -1 to evade. Physical resist, magic resist, nightmarish, overwhelming. That is a nasty monster. That is nasty. I guess, yeah, monster movement. I should have done monster movement, but there are no monsters with those, so we're all good. Next, we get a star spawn, which would be a plus symbol. This is just a big, strong monster with no special abilities. Okay. That's 2 more. Getting close to our monster limit. Oh, this is bad. I am not doing well at all. And then we get another flying creature, which is a Migo. If you pass a combat check against Migo, return it to the box and draw 1 unique item. Nice. Yeah, it's a pretty weak monster if you're decent at combat. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just awful. A clue appears at the woods. Does it really? Where's the woods? Wow, I really need to... There we go. I really need to learn my locations. Environment Mystic. Gates cannot be sealed, although they can be closed. Are you kidding me? So that's a new environment effect, which means that this one goes away. But he was going to come out and try to seal that gate. Yeah, it looks like we're about to lose this game quickly. Although he can come out of any gate, do I want to come out here and maybe fight those monsters? Or just go there, fight the Migo, get an item. Oh, that's a -3. I don't think he wants to fight that creature. Ouch. So yeah, he might could come out here. Just have to lower his will a little bit. No gate open, so no counter on Yogg. Just more monsters. So yeah, we definitely got... We may not be able to seal this gate, but I think we're going to try to close this gate. It should be the easiest to close. It'll immediately suck this monster in, and then next turn he could fight that monster. That might get us a little bit of breathing room. And she needs to get healed up. So we'll see. Because I'd hate for her to go over here and lose 1 stamina in a random encounter and then lose the rest of this stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. So I hope to see you all again real soon. Until then, please stay safe, stay healthy, and God bless.